Sis, there was a moment where I found myself sitting in the break room with tears welled up in my eyes. I was trying to hold them back. You know that feeling where you're fighting tears and it's just like right there in your throat, but you don't want to let those tears out? And eventually those tears came and they streamed down my face. I had so much rage in my chest again. My hands were trembling. My heart was racing. It was pounding. It felt like it was literally pounding out of my chest. I was so distraught. And I was trying to find air, gasping, to breathe through the betrayal. Because after I had given them everything, even when they didn't deserve it, my time, my loyalty, my talents, my sweat equity, my years of dedication, my energy, okay? And I realized something that gutted me. No matter how much I gave, it was never going to be enough. Never. These jobs were draining me physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, draining the life out of me, soul sucking. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe you've been there before. For me, the things that used to matter, the six-figure salary, the bonuses and the benefits, the corner office with the window view overlooking something beautiful, the beautiful building I walked into every morning. All the extra perks and all the things that used to matter didn't matter anymore. I realized that I was no longer living. I was just existing, barely surviving. My employers, I realized, never saw me. And I mean, really, truly saw me. Me, Katrina Marie. To them, I was just another warm body in the seat. I was another badge number, disposable, replaceable. And here I was dying inside for a damn paycheck. And that's when I had to check myself. I was like, wait, really? Oh, so that's what we doing now, girl? That's what we're doing now. You know, that come to Jesus moment when you have to have a real heart-to-heart talk with yourself. That was the moment. And the crazy thing is, I truly believed, in my heart of hearts, I believed at that time, okay, that this was just the cost of being a strong Black woman in corporate America. Okay, I thought that success meant that you climbed as high as you can climb up the corporate ladder, that you followed the rules and you played the game, right? No matter how rigged or rigid or raggedy the rules in the game were, you just played along. You did the job. You showed up that way each and every day. And I thought it looked like proving myself again and again and again, because that's what success was, especially for women of color. I believed that burnout was just normal, just part of the job. You feel what I'm saying? Just part of sacrificing for success. And that you had to do whatever it took. Why? Because, honey, only the strong will survive. And that is what I truly believed. And I wore that like a badge of honor for years. Years. Sadly, I lived for my short-lived weekends. Every weekend felt like a vacation. It was just like On Monday, I couldn't wait for Friday to get here. And then when the weekend was here, oh my gosh, it was just, whoo, I felt like I could breathe. I could come up for air. You know the feeling? And then it's over with so quickly. And we're already back to Monday. But on Sunday, you have that Sunday dread of going back in, right? Like, I've never been to jail or prison, I don't even surround myself with anyone who has lived that life. But if I had to compare what I was starting to feel in the corporate world to anything I could think of as to what prison might feel like, that would be the analogy I used, or the corporate plantation. That's another one that you might relate to. I just felt suffocated. And I remember thinking day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, if I could just make it to Friday. If I could just make it to Friday, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I am winning. But baby, baby, let me tell you, I wasn't winning. I was withering, fading away, losing myself. Then one day, my body gave me a warning that my soul had been whispering for years. And the thing is, I was so used to just pushing through. Like, even as a whole educated nurse, okay, someone with 3 degrees in the healthcare field, teaching these philosophies all the time, teaching people how to take care of themselves, teaching people the signs and symptoms they need to look for, right? Healing bodies, saving lives. Even me, as educated as I was, I ignored all the signs. I didn't take my own advice. And that was a big mistake, because my body got to a point where it was like screaming louder and louder and louder until I decided to pay attention to the details. And by then, Miss Walking Billboard of Health, okay, had multiple medical issues. Now, I'm not somebody who's ever been hospitalized. I don't get sick often. I truly take care of myself. But now, an accumulation of all of these experiences in these toxic environments caused a multitude of issues medically. And it resulted in my body breaking down. And that didn't only scare me, that literally shook me to the core, because I had never experienced anything like this before. Like, imagine you have one issue with your car, and then you go and take your car in to get that thing fixed, but then the next thing is failing, and the next thing is failing, and the next thing is failing, and suddenly you have a car that doesn't function properly. It's inoperable. You can't drive it. It's not doing what it used to do. And it seemed like it happened overnight. But what really happened is you weren't paying attention. You didn't get it maintenance as often as you should. It was giving you the signs. It was showing the symptoms, but you didn't do anything to fix it then. And so now all of these different parts are failing, right? Using that as analogy to how my body was breaking down. That was scary. And so that was my final wake-up call and reality check. And it hit me. And I was like, wait a damn minute. Okay, this job ain't worth my life. Oh, hell to the nah. This job ain't worth my life. Am I talking to you? Okay. My brilliance was suffocating inside of a broken system. That broken system is known as corporate America. And that broken system, with all of these systemic issues, was never going to be fixed. Certainly not in my favor, and not yours either. Here I was, fighting to survive in a system that was never built for me. It was never built for me to thrive, especially as a woman of color. And so that was my moment right there. That moment right there, that was the moment. That was the moment I made a decision. You hear me? A decision. I did not have a 5-year plan. And yes, I believe in vision boards, but no, at the time I did not have a fluffy ass vision board. Okay. I just knew I was dying for a job that didn't love me back, period. And I promised myself in that moment that these jobs ain't loyal. So you are going to promise yourself and keep your commitment to yourself and to the commitment I made to God, that no more shrinking in rooms I was born to lead because it made others feel safe or comfortable. No more dimming my light. I am going to shine so brightly with my brilliance, baby. You better get you some sunglasses if it's hurting your eyes, okay? No more selling my soul for so-called stability. Because gone are the days where you can feel safe and secure in your cushy corporate career, even in those industries that used to be considered recession-proof. For example, healthcare and those good government jobs. Okay? Gone are the days. No more silencing my voice to keep the peace so that I didn't continue to give so much pushback that all of a sudden I am seen as the problem. And that puts a red flag or target on my back. No more. I did not know the how, but I hell damn sure knew. Okay, I sure as hell knew the why. And that is what I stayed rooted and deeply connected to still to this day, is my why. And that was enough for me to take the first step. And the next step, and the next step, and the next, and the next, no matter how many times I failed my way forward. I kept getting up. I kept pushing through. I kept figuring it out and finding my way and investing in myself and doing all the things that were required of me to make it happen. Because for me, at that point, there was no plan B. The plan was the plan was the plan, and that was the plan. It had to work, or it had to work. Because if not, then what? What was the alternative? To go back to prison? Back to the corporate plantation? I think not. Okay. And so that was something that became not only something that I was deeply passionate about, is finding my way to freedom, but to help other women do the same. And that has literally become my mission. I now today teach high achieving women, especially women, those of us over 40, okay? If you're like me, over 50, girl, okay? Gen X women who are secretly burnt out, suffering in silence. But we're too brilliant to stay stuck, because what we do know at this big old age is that we have options. And as I always say, options equal freedom. I say that like a mantra because it's so true. I help women like you build brands and businesses that heal, that serve, and that feel damn good so you can enjoy life's pleasures again and find your happy, youthful place again. You remember those days? Those days are not gone, hun. And you are feeling lost inside of yourself, but you are still there. The real you at the core of your being and every fiber of your soul, the DNA that makes you you, the uniqueness of you, that part of you, that deeper part of you is still interconnected. It still exists. It may be lying dormant, but it's still there. So don't get it twisted. You still are there inside of yourself. You just got to find your way back to you again. Find your way home to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I had to do. And that, like I said, has become my mission to help you build a brand and a business that is aligned with an aligned and profitable business. Okay? Without sacrificing your soul and sanity or compromising your health, healing, or happiness. Because you should not have to choose between your health and your hustle. You should not have to choose between your purpose and your paycheck. Okay, you should not have to choose between your love life and your legacy. You can have and you deserve all the things. Holistic success. And that is exactly what I am here to help you achieve. Because I know what it feels like to be in this place of non-existence, to know that there's something more out there for you, that you have outgrown the corporate building and you're just ready for more, and corporate is never going to offer you what you really dream of, desire, and deserve. So if you are at that breaking point, if you are in a break room crying, if you are driving home and you just feel numb, if you have any rage in your chest, or if you feel anxiety in your chest, having panic attacks because of it, feeling sad and somber and not knowing why, your hormones are all over the place and you just feel like you're losing it. I see you. I have been you. I've been right where you are right now. Trust me when I tell you, I am speaking from firsthand experience. I get you. I feel your pain. I truly do. And I have built something for just you. So let's talk, okay? I would love for you to book a Freedom and Focus Clarity call. And this is not just another call, okay? This is not for us to just get on the phone and chit chat. This is not some gimmicky thing. This is not some, I'm trying to scam you. I really sincerely want to help. So I want you to get on a call with me because I want to help you map out your next best move. Okay, whatever that might be, but I want to do it in a way where it brings you peace. Okay, I want peace, purpose, and profits to be top of mind. And that's how we work through it. That's how I work through everything. Okay, we're going to spend about an hour together on a Zoom call. So face to face, just like, like I can't see you right now, but you can see me, right? But we'll be on a Zoom call where we can see each other. So face to face virtually. And this is about a strategic, soul aligned call or session, strategy session that's designed for women just like you who are flatlining in some aspect of their life and you need immediate resuscitation. Listen, if you were flatlining for real right now, Wouldn't you want somebody to come in a hurry, like quick, fast, in a hurry to rescue you? Because there are only seconds, moments, every minute, every second matters. We've got to start CPR right away, right? And we may even need the AED machine, right? To restart your heart, to give you a second chance at life. If you were flatlining right now, I'm sure, without a doubt, you would want somebody, anybody, to come help save your life. And that's what I'm here to do. Okay? Resuscitate your life and your legacy. Listen, maybe right now you're on a brink of a divorce. Maybe you are right now, maybe your health is declining in some way. Maybe you are deep in debt. Maybe you are in a toxic job or healing from a toxic job. Maybe you have a business, but it's not growing. You're not generating consistent revenue. You're not bringing in income, or maybe you were, but it's been hit and miss. Maybe you're having a dry season in business and you feel like you're just ready to throw in the towel because life be lifing and it's ebbing and flowing, right? And as you're going through the emotional roller coasters of life, you still have to show up in that job for your family, for the business, and you're just tired and over it already. Maybe it feels easier at this point to go back to the workforce than to continue on with your business because the business ain't businessing right now and the money ain't moneying. Okay? We could change that because I know, just like me, you are done drowning in the dream. Okay? And you're done losing yourself in the interim. So if you are ready to put burnout to rest so that you can breathe again, finally come up for air, then and you are wanting to build a brand and a business that actually loves you back, then you definitely need to get on a call with me because listen, Queen, what I know for sure is that that dream ain't worth it if you have to die to build it. Okay? So go ahead, book your Freedom and Focus Clarity call so I can help you in your dreams. Okay? I want to give you and your dreams a second chance, not just to survive, but to actually thrive. And that is the work that I do as a holistic business coach, an RN health and wellness educator, and a freedom strategist. I am here for you. Not only do I have the credentials, I have lived experience, and I will do whatever it takes within my power to see you succeed and to help you get there. So book your call right now. I'm going to leave the link I always do up when I should do down, so I had to think about it, in the pinned comment below, but also in the description box. Okay, it will be one of the first links that you see. So book your call today. I can't wait to get on a call with you and help you get to your next level. Now, that's my time. I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to share this video out with at least 3 friends and watch the next video that YouTube recommends, okay? As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.